A wonderful good morning, good evening, good afternoon, something good. As Susanna said before, we have everyone in the house. We have Shanghai, Malaysia, Venice, Spain, Finland, Canada. Susanna's in Phoenix, I'm in Poland, so all in the house. And an amazing opportunity, as always, to enjoy holding the space and enjoy co-creation and listening to different perspectives. You know, how often do we have a chance to talk with everyone from the north to the south, from the east to the west? We're all here, and we are really happy today to host this special session for Valentine's Day. So we can get ready 1 week before, and today's International Pizza Day. So it's also a good day, and want to give the stage to Susanna Ma, our amazing master. And now I would say she's a world traveler because she's from China. We met in Vietnam, and now she's in Phoenix. Enjoy the session, and let me give the voice over to you, Susanna.
Thank you, Marek. Well, hello, everyone. I'm so excited to see faces right in front of me, but coming from all over the world for the same topic, love without attachment. I have to say this topic really, I got inspired on my trip. Since I stepped out of my country border and experienced the world. And along the journey, different country and different people, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of deep connection, but at the same time, the theme, the work of attachment emerged. So when earlier of the year, our team from HQ brainstormed and discussed like the topic about love, immediately love without attachment showed up, and that's how we get together and how I want to use from this angle to to experience a special moment as the Valentine's came very soon next week. So this is the background, and I'll say a little bit about myself, and then we will go directly into the process. Me, as Marek mentioned, I'm the certified master for points of view. I got to know points of view by the end of 2018 and had a deep, fast, intense development journey since 2019. So that's something as the background. But I would say my growth, my development with points of view, within points of view, hasn't stopped yet. I'm still learning every day. We're still connecting to the different master, different practitioners once a while to learn together. So today actually is for my opportunity to learn from you as well. I have my perspective about what is love without attachment, but I'll counting on you to adding the different layers and different taste to that. All right. So welcome newcomers. Hello. We just introduced someone in the chat box, someone from Spain, from Mexico City, from Beijing, Malaysia, Canada. And if you're free, if you're new, type where you are. So we got a sense of where you are located right now as well. So before we start, I would love to get to know in the room, how many of you that you already got the flow tool ready with you? If you're ready with the, okay. If you don't have the flow at all, please tap 0 in the chat box.
I have it, but I don't have it right now here with me. So it means like I don't have it.
Okay, so you won't have that for the next 1 hour. Sure, okay. All right, we got a small mix of the group. I think half of the group don't have flow and half of them we have the flow. Wonderful. So don't worry, we have that covered. If you don't have flow with you, we will provide some digital version, even though it's a limited amount of options. But I think with the what we say in points of view, what happened, what happened, trust the process, and what you need will be there. All right. So without much, I would love to share with you the objective of today. As probably you heard before and read the description, what is the session and event and whatever you call it, we only have 1 hour. It's very limited short time. But within this 1 hour, I personally have a very bold ambition that I want to take all of you to explore the topic of love from the perspective of attachment. We will get later what does it mean from the perspective of attachment. But second, to cultivate your intuition and ability to trust. How? We will get that later as well. But third, as some of you have used flow a lot, and some of you hasn't adopted the card of flow yet, we're gonna use the flow to experience the process. And also remember, this is a very intimate, small, but global team in this room. So be sure, use the power of the peers. Today, we're gonna divide you into smaller groups, and it will be a fixed group. So the first round will be the group, and the second round, third round will be always the same people with you. They just happen to be here with you in a smaller setting. So make sure take that opportunity and really get the power of the group and their support. All right, so this is objective. And as I mentioned, if you have flow, perfect. If you don't have the flow, okay, we have the slides ready for you later. And as every one of you, wait, let me, before I go into the process, let me know how many of you is your first time points of view experience. Raise your hand. We have Sarah, we have Marcella. Okay, welcome. Okay, so the reason I asked this, because the rest of 13 people, they may know the answer, what's next. And for a classic points of view program, we always start from pause. And I'll say this not only to Sarah and Marcella, but to everyone, why we do pause again. Not because every point of view we do pause, not because of that. We take an opportunity to pause a little bit, because sometimes if we don't do that, life will force us into a pause. So even though today the process will be very short, we will finish in the next 50 minutes. But we want you, and you want to, get some insight, get some inner research moment with yourself. But without pause, our frequency is different. Probably you came from a late work, probably you just finished your lunch or dinner. So we want to take the pause moment to shift to a moment to be with yourself. That's the intention, that's the purpose we want to offer to you. So with that, a little bit heads up, our pause today will be a 3 minutes music. This piece of music, probably you haven't heard of it before. It might be something very foreign. It might be something very unexpected, or might be something just click with you. I don't know. But whatever it is, Be in that piece of music, be in that flow, and be with yourself. If you're ready, I guess Mary can play that piece of music for us.
Never sang my songs on the stage on my own. We never said my words, wishing they would be heard. I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar. My last night here for you. Same old songs, just once more. My last night here with you. Maybe yes, maybe no. I kind of liked it your way, how you shyly placed your eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you never hurt, as if you never down. Shall I be the one for you, who paints you so softly but sure? If frown is shown, then I would know that you are no dreamer.
Welcome back. Well, thank you for spending that music moment with all of us. To start the process, the first question is very simple. Why are you here? And why are you here? You know, different people got different moments, but I want, in a way, want you to link with the topic. Why, when you saw that title, Love Without Attachment, it catch your eyes? What do you want to gain when you see this session is happening? What are you here for? What you're coming for? And for the friends who have the flow cards already, I invite you just to select it openly. See if you have that intention, which card would represent your why the most. And for those of you who don't have the card, don't worry, look around on your desk, in your surrounding. Is there an object that can represent that answer? All right, so in a moment, you will be signed into a 3 people small group. In that group, my only ask to you, no, I have 2 asks actually. We have about 6 minutes total, so be sure, respect yourself and respect others' time. So make sure you got enough time to speak. Not say, oh, this is my answer, oh, your turn. Okay, give yourself the enough time and give others the enough time to speak as well. So about 2 minutes per person. And at the same time, when you are listening, listen to what's the word the other person are not speaking out. You know, when we say something, there's a subline, there is an emotion, there is something that we couldn't hear in a language perspective. Listen to that. And also, because it's 3 people, I want you to remember who's speaking the first, the second, and then third. So remember that sequence when we come back, okay? Everyone got their card or everyone got their objective? Any question before you go into the group? Oh, wow, seems all clear. All right, with that, 6 minutes, enjoy your first encounter with your teammates. Enjoy. Welcome back. Well, I didn't join your smaller group. I didn't know what you shared, but reading from your face, I trust it was a good time. Wonderful. Well, now each of you with your small group, you figure out why are you here. I'm so glad. And now we're going to get into the process of attachment. Not process of attachment, but I think to each of us, we understood the word differently. So now, actually our core moment about selecting a picture is really on this question. That is, what does attachment mean to you? Again, as I wrote on the page, everyone can see that there's no definition for that. Don't go to Wikipedia, don't Google it. What does attachment mean? And, you know, probably you've talked about this with your friend before, with maybe academic level, maybe, you know, over a coffee, something attachment around in your life. But don't go to that direction. Someone told you what attachment is or should be. And again, there is no right or wrong. There is no perfect standard about what is attachment. No. In a moment, I'm going to invite you to pick a card from the flow. But before we reach out to the cards, I want you to flash back to that moment of your life. Which moment, which experience that represent the meaning of attachment to you? That moment, what happened? And what happened to the attachment itself? What kind of role the attachment played in that scenario, played in your relationship, played in that circumstances? So try to spot that lively attachment story in your real life. Once you had that moment, taste it a little bit, I'm sure there's a flow card for you to represent. Okay. It should be face up, but if you want a face down, you're welcome. Okay, you're welcome to do the face up and face down, whatever you like. But before you choose the card, was that moment of that attachment you really want to go back over and over and over again, say, this is my attachment? And for the friends who don't have a card, we have da 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 da. So only 6 cards, but I'm sure you can get one you need it. I will pause here a little bit and see any question you have. All right, so everyone go to pick your card. You have half minute to do that, and then I'll lead you back to your group as well. If you get your card, you can wave it in front of the camera so we know you're ready. Okay. Well, so again, the time won't be forever. You have only 7 minutes in total for your group. So enjoy the conversation. And before we enjoy the conversation, one thing I want to remind you. Each of us, we carried so much life story. We can tell our story forever and ever and on and on and on. But today, I invite you to be precise about it. With the card, you have it and you know the message. You know what does it mean to you. Be precise and then go from there. Okay, so we're not here to do a story sharing session. We're here to really use the card which brought you something you didn't realize, you didn't think about before. Before I do this, Gloria, were you with Ola before? Because I'm reassigning you. Okay, great.
I'm sorry, I'm Milana. I have to go away because I'm driving and I can't follow the video, so it's not easy for me. I will follow you next time. I'm so sorry.
Sure, no problem, Liana. Drive safe.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, well, with that, we have 7 minutes. Enjoy the process. Wow, time flies. Welcome back. Oh wow, you know it's so connecting seeing your face on the screen. You know, it's connecting for me that in a way I feel you and I sense you, and I want to thank you for spending that minutes with your group. Moving to the end of our session. I know it's 1 hour long and we're almost at the end of it. We're going to welcome a special moment. If you remember who spoke at first, who spoke at the second, who spoke in the end in your group, we're going to do something about it. So here maybe the word instruction might be clearer to what we're going to. You are going to pick a card, but not for yourself, for the peers who spoke after you. So if you were the first person, you're gonna choose the card for the second person who spoke in the group. And if you were the last person spoke in your group, you are going to pick the card, not for you, but for the first one who spoke. Okay. And the card will come later. Don't worry, don't rush to find the card. What we're doing here is listen to her, listen to him carefully with all your heart and presence. What do you see as her opportunity? What do you see as his opportunity? Let's not only look at about, oh, relationship, trust, but from a love perspective, love, the pure, unconditional love in our human language, without attachment, what's your friend's opportunity? So if you have the card and in you, you got the freedom to choose it. And if you don't have, here, the limited option came again. But I'm sure you will find a way why the card you're picking suit her, suit him the best. I'll give you a few more seconds. And if you have the card already, now if you have the gift already, wave it in front of the camera so I know. Okay, if you haven't finished looking at the card, feel free to take a screenshot so you have a reference. All right, in 5 seconds, I'll take that down. Everyone got your card? Okay. Before you go into your group, I know you already formed a certain energy and style in your group. Again, this is a very precious moment that we are discussing this topic with your friend in another side of the world. Be patient, be curious, and being inspired. 6 minutes in total, and then we will come back. All right. Before we start the room, any question you have? Enjoy the process. Welcome back. Deb, Richard, Marcella, Gloria, Macau, Ola.
Susanna, I have to go. Thank you so much. Thank you,
No
everyone. Nice
problem.
meeting you.
Thank you for being
Next
here.
time. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yes, all of us will go very soon. But before we go, I want to elevate the energy from your 3 people energy to a collective level. So this is your time. This is your time to let it out, anything you want to speak to the whole group. Feel free, open your mic and talk to us.
Susanna, I wanted to thank you for this event and exactly for how precisely you created it, that we were with the same people. I love that. And that I had just shared with the group how it feels like we're already connected without attachment, but I am attached also. I do want to see these women again, but you put us together without attachment. So I just wanted to thank you. Yeah, it was a great experience.
Nice.
Thank you, Dad.
Well, I'll go because I have to leave. And I just want to thank you, Susanna. What's an amazing, amazing session and a very special topic about attachment. And I think it's important to explore it because for me in the past, it was a really suffer living with attachment and learning we live without attachment. It's amazing. And in the way that you do it, it was great. And the connection with the group and with the energy we have. So thank you very much. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Coco.
Okay, Susanna. Okay, so I have to say this is a very unexpected experience for me. So actually, when they asked me why I joined the session, I said, oh, because Susanna is my tutor, so I just come here to support her. Okay, but actually, when I joined the session and to have the discuss, and I feel the energy and I feel something. So this is totally unexpected experience for me at the moment. So thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me to take the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Connor. Yeah, I'm being time conscious. Maybe one last two. Yes, please, Elena.
So I really love to meet with in person, to watch them in their eyes, and I really during this session, apart from a lot, I really received a lot of insights and appreciated the session. But I also have let go of the attachment to be together. It was, we're coming from all over the world. It would be very difficult to be in the same room. But in 1 hour, we can connect, we can share, we can go so deep, and then come back to our lives. So thank you so much for this opportunity. You're wonderful.
Thank you, Elena.
I have just one statement to say now. I bring this to the first questions. So love without attachments, that is my card. Thank you. And for every one of you.
Bello. Thank you, Richard. Wow. I'm jealous to each of you because you got the peers to talk to in a smaller group and I didn't. But I think in a way, this is not attachment. This is the connection. It's the deep human connection we can make every day. So I don't want you to feel awkward or strange that you want to connect. Please do connect. And I want to connect with you too. So, a lot of you sign up through our Tribe platform. If you just using the search bar, Susanna Ma, you will be connecting with me like instantly. So that's one way. And if you want to connect on LinkedIn, I'm there as well. But seriously, on the Tribe platform, when you post, when you share, and when you tag someone, it's just much faster than any other platform. I don't know why. But yes, I would love to connect with each of you on that. Back to points of view and the card we're using. I'm sure each of you had a taste of how one simple card, one simple question could bring us to. And I think the only condition is if we want that. So with that, I want to wish every one of you, not only during the Valentine's week, but the whole year and every day, that we are immersing ourselves in love, in the positive energy, in some environment that nurturing us, that pushing us forward to be a better human being, to find different insights and perspectives that we never seen before, that pushing our boundary as a human without attaching to certain one. So with that, I really want to thank you for being here, for showing up, to expose to the group of who you are truly. And I know for China, it's already 12 o'clock at night already, but different part of the world. I wish you a great, great day, a great afternoon, and a good night. Thank you, everyone. All right, let's open the mic and love each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone. I'll see you
Thank
online. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.